With sugar and spice and a roll of the dice, you're listening to The Dice Girls.
Do you think we can trust him?
No. So the last part of our last session, Kaida and Elana were getting ready to head back to the trading post because they were wanting to locate the Clunk, which Glura had shared with you was the seedy underbelly of the trading post. And so I guess before we hop right in, I want to ask how each of you are feeling, where your mind is right now. Let's start with Kaida.
I think Kaida she's a little more at ease at this point because everyone's looking for this scary looking monster dragon lady, and that's not what she looks like. So she's like relaxed a little bit, like she's still like on guard, but some of the tension has come out of her shoulders now that she knows that they're on the wrong trail. Yeah. So, but she's still a little on the wary side.
That's fair. Totally fair. And how is Elana feeling?
Elana is so excited for whatever she's about to discover. And that's probably it. I don't think she has a lot going on in there. It's just, I mean, she does, but it's sort of like one thing at a time, I feel like. Yeah. So she is, I think she's just like craving this adventure and like excited to like unravel whatever's going on, or kind of get into it for the sake of knowledge and discovery. And also the fun of it, kind of. She's got an adventurous streak, I think.
Nice.
So she's into it.
Sweet.
She's into it.
Sweet. I love that. Okay. When Raz had left you guys, it was kind of morning. And so we're gonna say that between the rat battle, the basement cleanup, and the hallway cavern adventure, where you found a dragon's hoard, it's probably about midday. Let's get you guys going to the trading post. Tell me what that looks like and what you guys might be talking about after your adventure earlier this morning.
So, do you think that was like the silver dragon's dragon hoard? Because that was the dragon of this area, right? That would make the most sense.
Oh, yes, I certainly hope so.
Because I don't think it could be like the crystal dragon, because like the crystal dragon like probably would have been there,
Yes, that is a good point. And the age of the artifacts we found in there, so much of it was from
that's right,
before the crystal dragon's reign, unless she's a historian of some kind. I don't see any reason that she would have, unless she was trying to keep it away from the people, all of the history that came before. Perhaps she has some reason to secret it away somewhere, but it felt preserved. It felt like someone wanted to keep everything in good condition for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
At least with the paintings, although they were just on cave walls, which is really not the best way to store your paintings.
Yeah, it's like on really close to the ground too.
Yes,
and it's dark,
the chew marks,
and it's damp. Like the dark is good for the paintings, yeah, but the damp is not good for the paintings.
Now, do you think Raz is aware of this?
I don't know.
Should he be paying us more?
Back and forth in my mind. Yes, definitely. feel like if he had known, maybe he would have like hinted it, like, hey, don't go down there, you know?
That is a good point.
And then he also like probably would have known like where the rats were coming from, you know?
Ah, yes.
And so he would have specifically said like, hey, can you like nail down the trapdoor entrance, you know?
Yes, yes. Or he may have nailed it down himself to make sure that no one else ever came in or went through.
Right. So when he comes back, and I assume we're gonna question him about this.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Do you think maybe we should lead with
Poor Raz.
like, hey, how did the cog and how did you come to run the cog and grog? Because like, if this was like passed down to him, or he bought it from someone, maybe even like within the past like 15, 20 years, it's possible that he just might not know about the trapdoor.
Yes, that is a...
So I think we should lead with that. But then if he says, it's been in the family for generations, you know, then then we could be like, okay, well then so you probably already knew about the trapdoor.
Yeah.
And the dragon horde that's down there.
Yes, I do like this tactic. I hadn't thought even a moment about about whether he may have perhaps inherited it or not known even about the treasures beneath his tavern. In my mind, it's all connected to him somehow. That is
Which
fair.
is entirely possible. I would like to approach it with some tact, you know.
That is an excellent idea. I'll have you speak to him because I may not have the tact that you do.
Yeah, you know, because all things considered, he does pay us pretty well. I mean, he just recently started paying me pretty well, but I would like to not lose this job by accusing our boss of knowing about dragon treasure.
Yes, I suppose that would be unfortunate. Yes, I suppose I do need the income. You do have a good point there. and
also, like, if he doesn't know, like, I'm not sure, like, we should tell him, you know? Because there's that specter that's down there, and if people start poking around it, I just have a feeling bad things are gonna happen.
Yes, and if he doesn't know about it, then what might he do if he does learn about it?
Right, he might start like selling tours down there. You don't know.
Or pawning off all that
like,
beautiful
that would go
history.
Poorly.
Love that so much.
Yeah.
Come on down to the Cog and Grog walkthrough. Complimentary beer with every ticket purchased.
Ooh, that's a good deal.
Yeah. I'd go.
Yes, you're right. He may not know about it. He may not have anything to do with any of that. And yet I can't help but be a bit suspicious.
Right. I think it's definitely healthy to retain that suspicion. If he doesn't know, I don't want to tip him off onto anything, you know?
Yes, and he could get into a little bit of trouble going down there on his own if he decides to, after we tell him about it. Yeah, we will have to approach that conversation very carefully, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Which is not something I'll be able to do.
I'm going to say that about that time is when you arrive at the trading post. We'll say you've been, like walking there. The trading post is bustling with a lunchtime crowd. It's full of even more mouth-watering smells than the last time you were here. You do see the crystal stall that Daphne's parents own with all the crystals and the brightly colored fabrics. It's manned by Ted again today. It was just last night that you ran into him. He kind of gives you a half-hearted wave as he continues to help out a customer. He looks a little bit busy at the moment. There are 2 other stalls that you see when you get there that kind of catch your attention. The first one is a stall with dark purple and orange fabrics that are draped kind of dramatically across the front, like in the shape of a volcano, where the purple is the mountain and the orange is kind of coming out of the top.
Ooh.
And manning it is a green dragonborn man. He's very muscly and he has like sharp looking spikes along his head. And then you also see a stall that has like a mishmash of colorful patchwork quilts. And a middle-aged half-elf woman. She's tending to like a gaggle of children. And the smell of freshly baked bread wafts from that stall. What do?
What kind of wares does it look like the Dragonborn man has?
It appears inside the Dragonborn stall to have like, he has just like, it's almost like a jewelry kind of stall. Instead of like, in contrast to like the raw gemstones that were in Daphne's parents' stall, these are like finished pieces of jewelry, and there's some coins. They're just as kind of like a mixture of small handy items, I think would be the best way to describe it.
Well, I want to go up to that stall.
Mm-hmm. Totally fair.
Yep. Figured.
Totally fair.
Shiny things.
Yes. Yes, it does. Okay.
Hello there, sir. A fine day we're having.
Yeah, I suppose it is a good day we're having here. How are you? What's your name? I'm Orthiax.
Orthiax, hello. My name is Elana, and she sticks her hands out to shake his hand.
He also sticks a hand out and goes to shake your hand, and like he grips it really tightly.
Oh, she tries to match him.
Nice. He is a little startled, but he kind of digs it, and he like shakes your hand a little more vigorously and says, "It's nice to meet you. Welcome to my stall. I'm here to promote the newest magical item shop that is now in Cinder Heights. And you guys would know that Cinder Heights is the volcanic region of your country, that is ruled over by the Emerald Dragon, Quinnen. I guess I don't know if you knew her name or not, but her name's Quinnen. And so he says, Quinnen is opening a new magical item shop, and I'm here to promote it. Please accept a free good luck coin from their shop called Charcoal Summit. And he kind of holds out like a hand, and he has 2 little, like, they're just simple gold coins. They're like similar in size to like a gold piece, but they're stamped with the name Charcoal Summit. And then like it's a promotional coin for the shop basically. And he holds out his hand.
Okay, I'll gladly take it from him. Oh, a free sample, thank you. And can I do like an Arcana check on it to see if I can tell if it has magical properties without asking him?
Absolutely.
That's a 19.
Dang.
Plus
Oh,
proficiency 21. Ooh.
Dang.
wow.
Strong start today.
That is a strong start. I love that. Elana, and I will tell you, this was going to be kind of a difficult check. There is an extremely low level of magic coming from this coin. Give me a second and I will tell you what school of magic it comes from, because I believe an Arcana check tells you that. Okay, it is an extremely low level of divination magic.
Divination. Okay, and that is
So it's the school of magic that like predicts the future, interprets dreams. It finds hidden things. Divination, like detecting magic is a divination spell. That kind of thing.
Okay, so it could reasonably actually be a good luck charm because it kind of helps. It can help you like kind of find something you would maybe not have found normally or something like that.
That could be. That could be one of its uses. Yeah. I don't know if you would. I don't think you'd be able to like discern the like specific use of the coin. Just that you would know it does have, and it's very hard to perceive. It's such a low level of it. But it is, just such a very low level of divination magic on it.
Okay. And he gives us two, like he gives us
one. He holds one out to each of you. Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Kaida will take hers as well and say, thank you, kind sir.
You're very welcome. Make sure you visit Charcoal Summit the next time you're up in Cinder Heights. Quinin's a wonderful with magic and enchanting items, and I'm sure whatever your needs are, she will be able to have an item that meets them.
Thank you. That is very kind of you to offer these to us. And you mentioned Quinin is the one who is enchanting these items. Is that correct?
Yes, absolutely. I work for Quinin.
That is fascinating. And she starts looking around at all of the things that are available to her at his table. She kind of wants to feel for the magic that's going on around these items. She checked that coin, and since it did have some magic to it, then she feels like she can kind of trust that he's not like a scam artist, I guess, basically.
That's fair. Yeah. Would you like to roll to like cement that?
Yeah.
Would you like to roll an insight check maybe on this guy?
Okay.
Did he tell you his name or?
He did.
Okay.
Orthiax. Yeah.
He did. And I just breezed right past that.
Yep.
Okay, you said an insight check?
Yeah.
Okay, that is a 14. And I don't add anything to it, just 14.
That's fair. That's a pretty good check. Orthiax like has full faith in these items, and like he genuinely has the trust in Quinin and the trust in these items that they are what they say they are, even if he's not the one who made them.
Okay. Nice. Okay. And so I'm going to look at the wares that he has available, and I feel like something's going to catch my eye. Like, and I say, I'm a bit of a, I'm a bit of an artisan myself, and I see that all of these items, they have wonderful magical properties. I must have a chance to be able to speak with your Quinin at some point. If we went all the way to Cinder Heights, I think
Yes.
you said she.
Yeah, I did. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. She's she's a dragon. She's one of the gemstone dragons ruling over her land. The gemstone dragon ruling over her land. Surely she doesn't have time to be speaking to the public, but maybe I'm a bit of a magician myself. Not a magician. Let me just show you. And so she wants to. I think she's gonna open up her little vest, and when she opens the side of her vest, there's like a bunch of trinkets hanging on the inside of her vest there, and little things like keychains and
Yes.
little gems and just knickknacks kind of. And she goes, which one? And grabs like a random keychain. She's like, I do a bit of this magic myself. I'd love. Does Quinin take pupils? And she holds up like a keychain that has like some random, I don't even know what kind of magical property to it. And it's, to be clear, it's not like strong magic. It's beginner level. It's beginner level magic that's going on here.
So Orthiax's eyes get a little bit wide as he takes in all of the questions and the information.
I just kind of blabbed at him.
It's okay. Beautiful. And he kind of looks at you, and he looks at the keychain, and he looks at you, and he looks back at the keychain, and he's like, that looks like a pretty neat keychain, to be honest. You made that?
Oh, yes, I did. Would you be interested in any of these? This one here, what does it do? It continuously emits an odor, so it just smells good. It just smells good. I'm looking down at my artificing, like what I can get away with. It just smells good.
Love it. Like air freshener. Steampunk air freshener.
Yes. For your keys.
I'm so in. Oh man.
And she goes back to her vest and she's like, this one over here, this one, it what does it do? This one lights up, and
Nice.
and she points to one. This one lights up. This one here, I can record any sound on this one if you'd like. It's great for annoying children or coworkers. Or leaving a kind message for someone if you'd like to keep it as a gift, or give it as a gift. And she kind of just starts going over all these. I can't keep going.
Yeah, that's fair. It's totally fair.
I can't keep going, but she does.
Nice. Yes, love it.
They're only 2 gold apiece. Only 2 gold apiece.
I think Orthiax is like, yeah, he's super fascinated by all of these little gadgets. And he says, what kind of different scents do you have in the smelly ones? Do you have any, what do you got?
I have let's see what, I have lilac here. I have jasmine. I have lemon scent. And, for the, perhaps for the Emerald Dragon herself, she may enjoy this one over here. This one is this one here, a bit of a campfire scent, or perhaps she's had enough of flames and she would prefer something a little more fresh. I have evergreen pine right here.
Orthiax says, well, let's see. I think I'll take a lemon, and you know what? Can I do an evergreen pine one for Quinnen? I bet she would love that.
Absolutely. And just for you, I have a special deal. We'll do 2 for 3. 2 for 3 gold.
He goes over to a small cash register and opens it and pulls out 3 gold, and it gives you the 3 gold in exchange for 2 keychains.
Heck yeah, I just made my first sale.
I love that so much.
As she reaches out to shake his hand again, and pleasure doing business with you, sir. Tell me again, what was your name? I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm Orthiax, and Helena? Was that your name?
It's and she kind of pauses for a second as she computes his name this time. Elana. My name is Elana. Pleasure doing business with you, Orthiax. And she looks over at Kaida. And she looks back at him. I'm not 100% sure on how Elana reacts to this situation, right? Like, she realizes now that Orthiax is the guy that Glura has told her about twice now. who
Twice now.
who has something to do with the Clunk, according to my notes. And he's the one who's been like not spreading rumors, but like he's on the trail of Kaida, right? As far as we know.
Mm-hmm.
As far as Glura has told you, Glura has informed you that Orthiax is kind of the one giving her the information about the dragon girl, I think. And the other piece of information that Glura gave you about Orthiax was that he is an informant for Quinnen, the green dragon.
Okay. Ilana has like zero tact, so part of me just wants to like just jump right into this and just lead with like a real bad question.
Before we do that though, really quick, I do want to ask, like, what's Kaida doing kind of while this whole exchange is going on? Like, tell me where Kaida is with all of this and how she is interpreting it and what do.
Yeah, so I think at first, as Elana was talking to Orthiax, she was kind of like looking at her with big eyes, you know, like trying to catch her gaze to like see. And then she realized that Elana had no idea what was going on, so she just kind of resigned herself to her fate, you know, like what will happen will happen.
I'm just gonna sit here and let this play out.
Yeah. But I think she trusts Elana enough not to be like, hey, here's the dragon girl you've been looking for.
Right,
you know?
yeah.
So I think she's committed to just writing this out.
Fair enough.
Okay. So when I go and shake his hand again and hear his name again and it finally processes, I'm gonna look over at you. I think I'm gonna finally.
And you, yeah, and like Kaida just kind of gives her the, like the yeah, that's what's going on. Look.
Okay, and Ilana is going to not keep her cool or like have a poker face or anything about this. And I think she's gonna ask something stupid. I just don't. I'm torn between asking him immediately something about Glura or immediately asking him something about the Clunk. I don't think she would dive right into Dragon Girl because she may not have the most tact, but she at least doesn't want to bring attention to Kaida or anything, right? So,
yep.
Actually, let me first ask, what do we actually know about the Clunk? We just know it's like the seedy underbelly, right? Is that about it?
Yeah, it's according to Glura, it was kind of like highly secret. Although, like, I mean, you got the impression it's one of those things that everybody knows about, but nobody really talks about.
Right. Okay. So she's gonna lean in and say, we're looking for the entrance to the Clunk. Would you happen to have any information?
Roll me a persuasion check.
Okay. 13. Just 13.
Okay. For 13, he kind of like, he also gets a little like shifty-eyed for a minute and kind of looks around. Kind of out of interest, what are you doing as, like, what does Orthiax see when he gets shifty-eyed and looks around in you? Like, what are you doing?
I think Kaida just kind of like presses her fingers to her temples, you know, just a little bit, and it's kind of just like, oh, okay, so we're just coming out and saying it.
Like we just had a conversation about how I'm the one with no tact and shouldn't be leading.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, he gets a little shifty-eyed. He returns your question with a question and
Ooh.
says, "What do you know of the Clunk?" But he says it quieter than that. Like "What do you know of the Clunk?"
Well, we've heard some interesting rumors around town of a fierce, taloned woman who may be found somewhere near there. We're looking for information on her. Them. I already said woman, I think, so too late. Hopefully his trail was already female.
Oh man, he kind of like raises his eyebrows a little bit and he says, "Oh, so you've heard about this dragon person that Glura keeps talking about as well? Have you seen her?"
Yes. No, I haven't seen anyone like this dragon person that you're talking about. But we too have spoken to Glura, and that's where we've learned of this
Yes.
information.
Yes, me as well, and I've been keeping my eye out for this dragon woman ever since Glura told me about her. I heard she was in the Clunk the other day.
Yes, that's what Glura told us as well, and that's why we're looking for the Clunk. Might you have any information on how we could get there?
What business do you have with the silver dragon girl? Why would you be seeking such a character?
Well, we have also heard that she has magical qualities that I'm very interested in.
Interesting. Can I please have Kaida roll me a perception check real quick?
It's a nat 1.
No.
Okay, that's fair. Kaida, you're outside. It smells good here.
There's a lot of people.
Yeah.
There's some hustle and bustle.
Yes, and actually, like, I know a nat one doesn't mean you're suddenly like incapable, but actually, yes,
Right.
like, it is so bustling and so busy that like it would be very difficult to notice anything in particular. So Orthiax is kind of looking back and forth between the two of you. He kind of like, he tilts his head as he talks to you and he says, I might have heard a thing or two about where one might access that part of the trading post, but I'm not entirely sure I can trust you.
Understandable, but I do believe we've already established we are both good acquaintances with Glura. I don't believe that she would be giving out such information just willy-nilly. Although she kind of does.
Orthiax doesn't say this, but the immediate thought in my brain was, have you met Glura?
I never said I was a good liar.
All right, he says, okay, if I let you know how to get in, would you possibly do me a favor while you're there?
Oh, certainly. What kind of favor?
I simply need to hire someone. I believe his name is Schnick Tick Crystal Fist.
Oh.
Schnick tick.
Yep.
Schnick tick crystal fist?
Yep. That's it.
Schnick tick crystal fist. Schnick tick crystal fish. Okay.
And Actually, if you tell him Orthiax sent you, he'll know what he's being hired for. Simply hand him this. And he gives you, it's kind of like the size and shape of a business card, but it's like a little thin sheet of metal that's kind of been like engraved in or stamped in. And it has Orthiax's name on it. And then it looks like he has like carved his own signature into it, kind of like a calling card, basically, to prove that like he is the one who sent you.
Cool.
And so he hands you this little metal business card, and says he'll know what to do from there.
Yes. And she takes the card. Great craftsmanship. Yes, we can do this for you.
Wonderful. And he then he goes back into the stall almost as if your conversation is over. And like for a split second, you're a little confused. Like, what's this guy doing? And then you kind of see him with his nose like point to a spot like behind you on the other side of the market. And when you turn and look, you see just in time for part of the pipes that are like along the walls to have like, they're closing behind someone who was like slipping into like an entrance behind the pipes that had swung open.
Ooh.
It's kind of tucked in between two stalls that like, yeah, it's just tucked in between two stalls that have colorful fabrics on either side. And it's kind of in the shadows a little bit, but he kind of like points that way with his nose.
Okay, and Elana gives him like an overly obvious, like knowing look, like not discreet at all whatsoever. And
Yep.
Poor Kaida over here, just having to witness this. Like she gives like a real obvious like wink or something, you know.
Yes.
And she says, any passcode?
He just kind of like shakes his head no,
Okay.
and continues his business.
Well, it was a pleasure meeting you today, Orthiax. Thank you very much for your time. We'll have to be going now.
It was a pleasure meeting you ladies as well. You were quite fascinating, and I'm sure Quinnen will be very interested in both of you.
And we are very interested in her. Do enjoy those keychains that that you purchased today. I know that she's going to love. I already forgot which one he got her. I know she's going to love that fresh evergreen pine.
That's right. And the same to you with your good luck coins. May they bring you good luck continuously.
Yes. Thank you. And we, I don't know, back away awkwardly, I guess.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Love it.
Uh-huh.
Love it.
And I'm going to turn to Kaida. Kaida, did you hear all of that?
Uh-huh. Yep.
Excellent. We have our
Sure did.
We have our inn.
We do.
I am curious about this this Orthiax. Do you think we can trust him?
No. No, I do not.
He seemed perfectly friendly. He's
He's a spy.
quite courteous.
That's what he's supposed to do.
That was such a sincere and like firm no. Like, it was so good.
He's got his eyes on both of us now. And I didn't even say anything to him, so.
Yes, that is that is a good point. Well, what's done is done. Shall
Yep.
shall we?
I do. Yes, we shall. But we're like far enough away from this. We're not saying all this right in front of.
Oh yeah,
We're like across the way.
Yes.
Already.
We didn't like.
I just want to.
We didn't like shift away 3
establish
feet and then
that.
start talking loudly about him or anything.
Can we trust that guy?
Yeah.
No.
But I smell something of a trap, and I just want us to be prepared for when we go find this Schnicktick guy. Something tells me that we're walking into something. So just be on guard.
Yes, that's a excellent idea. I am a bit concerned about what kind of services that Schnicktick offers for Orthiax.
Mm-hmm.
But we can cross that bridge when we get to it. For now, we found our way into the Clunk, and now that I think of it, if there is no other taloned dragon woman to look for, what is it that we really need to find down here?
Well, I think we were also looking for Orthiax. We found him. But I don't know. I think it's worth checking. I'm sure there's something we can learn while we're down there. At least we should learn what this Schnicktick guy is gonna do for Orthiax.
Yes, if we can find some kind of information on, well, perhaps Schnicktick. Perhaps Schnicktick can.
Like, we could just call him Crystal Fist, but that's
Is
not
that
as
better?
fun as Schnicktick. Yeah.
What am I saying? We can find out what we can find out. We can find out what kind of services Schnicktick offers for Orthiax. Then perhaps we can have.
Yeah, I'm assuming, just spitballing here, Crystal Fist. So I'm assuming he might be what Orthiax is to Quinnin, as Schnicktick might be to the Crystal Dragon. You know?
An informant.
Maybe he's like, yeah, or like her fist of justice or something, you know?
love
Yes. Well, then, I wonder what kind of business that the Crystal Dragon and the Emerald Dragon have together.
Yeah. We might find out.
Do you think we should have asked him about the dragon stash that we found?
No.
Oh, yes, he did say that
We're keeping that.
we shouldn't trust him.
If we're not telling Raz right away, we're not going to tell anybody else right away.
Oh, yes, we're not telling
We don't
Raz
know
right
anybody here.
away.
Yeah.
Yes, I did already forget that we are not telling Raz right away. I did already forget that the only reason that the fact that he's gone is not the only reason that we haven't already confronted him about it.
Yeah.
Well, shall we venture into the Clunk?
Let's do it.
Perfect. And I'm just gonna charge right up to those pipes and stand in front of them and hope something happens first.
Okay, so it's kind of in between two stalls. And nothing happens when you just stand in front of it.
I would like to make, I guess that would be investigation check for like a button or like a lever or a doorknob.
Some yellow
the
paint.
pipes.
Right. Yeah. Yes.
Yes. That's a 19 plus 1.
Ooh.
Nice. Okay, so yes. Kaida, you can, looking at these pipes on the wall, they're kind of like brass or copper. Actually, they're metal pipes. I don't know. Metals. I don't know why I tried to make a distinction. In any case, there is one pipe that is like, it's a shorter pipe, and you can see that it has been discolored in the same way that statues get discolored when people like touch the same part of it over and over. Mm-hmm. And so you do see a pipe that looks like a doorknob, and it is discolored like you would expect a metal pipe that is used as a doorknob to be.
I will attempt to use the doorknob.
Yeah, that portion of the wall kind of like comes out and starts to swing open slightly, and it's like just the whole wall. It's just like a hidden, a seamless door when it's closed, made out of the wall.
Cool.
So Kaida's not gonna open it too far because she doesn't want to, hey everybody, look, this wall opens up. So she yeah, she opens it like just big enough for the both of them to slip through, and she'll kind of like push Elana in,
Yeah,
like lightly as like a gesture, like, hey, walk forward.
Yeah. Yeah, I probably would have stood there and waited for you to open it more.